Hey there guys, Reckon here, welcome back to Let's Play Muramasa the Demon Blade. In the last episode, I don't remember what we did because well, it's been a few days. And you may notice that this episode and the next are a little late. Well, there's a reason for that. Kinda. For the most part, the reason is I forgot to record over the weekend, and then Memorial Day came around, and I was like, you know, it's technically a holiday, so I won't record. And then yesterday, and I hate to use this as an excuse, but at well, I had a headache that would not leave me alone, and I don't like to operate under that kind of condition, so I didn't record. And here we are. Alright. In moving between episodes, I think when I was grinding or something, I bought Ore Hot Pot and Shanko Hot Pot. Shanko Hot Pot is the best recipe in the game. Gives 9,999 life flame, yields 1,500 spirit, and increases XP. You need pretty much everything to make it. And there's one other consumable recipe, but I don't think Kisuke can get that easily. And as for enemy layers, the one I was thinking of is not very nearby. And there's actually two other ones that are not white. But we don't exactly meet the requirements for it. So instead, we're just going to go to Musashi. And hopefully there's not a samurai that's going to dunk all over our faces here. And be slaying bitches. Like in Shining Force. I forget what else I did in between. Or really when I was grinding or whatever. It's hella fire, remember. I think what I did... Oh, I think I remember. What I did was I got the ingredients to make a Shanko Hot Pot. I made it. Bought a little bit of stuff, which is why I'm at the level I'm at now, I think. And I used that to forge as many plates as I possibly could. Until I got to the point where I actually didn't have enough souls to keep going. Then I gathered a few more and was able to make like one more blade. And I think I also changed up a blade. I got a Gale blade, I got a Phantom 2 blade. It's pretty good. I have a Wind 2 blade. I don't know how that goes. Where the hell are we going? Hell if I remember. Ooh. Peddler. A weird air all on Edo. Well, I can't make money with a grumpy face. Peaches. Nice. Spirit tablets. Best tablet in the game. That's good. That's good. Hoto. Map from Musashi, might look at that. Alright, so I'm gonna have to come back to that. Ah, there's our map. Alright, so as you can see, there's a red enemy lair way over there. And whenever we get to that, I'll kind of explain why there's a red one over here. After you fight these, I don't know what their name is. Actually, reasons that I didn't record over the weekend. It goes by the name of Parasite Eve. There's a certain dungeon that you can go into after you've actually beaten the main story of the game, that takes hell and ever, and when you get to some of the later parts of it, it's goddamn difficult. I was doing part of that, I believe, either Saturday or Sunday night, and I spent like 3 hours working on it. But that's because, well, it's a 77-floor dungeon, where the first 70 floors you have to tackle them 10 at a time, then you fight a boss, and if you beat that boss, you have access to the elevators for the past 10 floors. Which, you may wonder, it's like, well, you already beat those floors, why would you need, an elevator key for them? Well, you go from the boss, find the elevator on the previous floor, you go all the way back down, store the stuff you brought, tweak your equipment a little bit, save, and then you can check on the next 10 floors. Or, train, which is probably what you need to do. Alright, let's see what this final monkey has for us. Whole lot of nothing. Alright. So basically what I was doing is I had beaten the game twice to make sure I had sufficient equipment to take down a good percentage of the floors. And I had that. I was able to get to, I believe, the 50th floor without any trouble. Then once I went from 51 to 60, it was a little more difficult, but I was still able to handle it pretty well. Now, I was playing it for 3 hours over the weekend, because when I got to the boss of the 50th floor, it glitched, and I did not get the key for the 41st to 50th floors. So, if I wanted to save my progress, I would have to go down to the 40th floor, which I could still access with a key, and go from there, and then when I came back, walk up the 41st to 50th floors in utter silence, looking for the stairs, and then do the 51st to 60th floors, and not die. I decided to go with the easier option, which was, considering I didn't get that key, I just went from the 51st floor to the 60th floor. I was risking 20 floors of progress, but I was still equipped well enough to handle it. I took down that boss, and was rewarded with the fact that I had finished 60 floors of this dungeon. Only one set of 10 floors remains, 61 to 70. 61 to 70 is the most difficult group of levels there is. After that, there's 70 to 71, which is no enemies, and one boss on the 77th floor. That I'm not worrying about, because I already have that planned. And, real quick, here we are at 100 armed monks, with a recommended level of 9. And, once I'm done explaining my conquest in Paracity, then I'll get to explaining this. But, let's do some fighting. And where were we? Ah, yes. So, floors 61 to 70 are actually difficult. The enemies there were doing sufficient damage to me, where if I wasn't being careful, they'd kill me pretty easily. But luckily, there were enough enemies that dropped revives quite frequently, so I was never in any real danger, unless I was dying a lot. Which I really wasn't, because I had a good stock of revives, and I had equipment that was made just right for this area. But the first time that I made the ascent, I got to the 70th floor, I was fighting the boss, and got my ass handed to me, and wasted the past hour and a half of work I put in. I was not happy at this, because I had tremendously good gear, and was utterly destroyed by this boss, which came as quite the shock. So, I went and played something else. I think I played a little bit of Borderlands 2, and then later in the day went back to it, because I had made a new strategy. There are some collectible items that you can find in dungeon. But if you can find all of them, you're able to redeem them for a really important item that'll help you make even more powerful gear. I decided my first goal would be to find those items, turn them in, and get the special item that lets me make more powerful gear. I had to go to floor 65 to find the last two, but I was able to find them without much difficulty, and then I had to go all the way back down to the 60th floor, take the elevator all the way back down to the first floor, and then go make my gear. And good lord did I make some good gear. I was able to double my defense and almost double my attack power. But of course, I'm guessing you don't really know how the equipment in pair settings works. And it would take kind of quite a while to explain it. But I pretty much doubled my attack and defense. Let's put it that way. And I was quite satisfied. So whenever I do get back to doing that, I'll probably steadily work my way up to the 70th floor, grabbing all the equipment there is, and then making one final descent, or a second to last descent, to work with that gear and make some better gear. Then I'll either beat the game again to get some points that I can spend on gear, or I'll go and fight the boss, probably get killed again, and then just redo it again. And then hopefully after I do that, I will have enough points to actually kill that boss. With that, I will be able to ascend the last 7 floors and take out the final boss, as I still call it, and get the true ending of the game, which I've spent almost 30 hours to get. And that's most of what I did over the weekend. And we just beat this lair and got some item that I don't feel like pronouncing. But now, why is this lair here? Why is it level 9? Why is it protected by a red barrier? That is a good question, somebody who asked it, which was probably nobody. As it turns out, Kisuke and Momohime, if I'm pronouncing their names right, start at opposite ends of the map. As you know, let's bring the map real quick. As you know, Kisuke starts like around Yamashiro, and you don't know this, but Momohime starts at Musashi and works her way toward Yamashiro, so they go in opposite directions. Meaning that the first layer that Kisuke will see is the red one over here, and the first one Momohime will see is over here. And all the rest of them are just scattered. And it just so happens that Kisuke kind of sees them as he's leveling up. But that's this other week layout play. Now, for what I did today that was phone being recorded about an hour, was that today I decided I was going to beat Dragon's Dogma, which is a game that I haven't even talked about in this channel. Some of you that are well known in your Capcom lore might know what Dragon's Dogma is. I don't really know how to explain it, but it's a damn good game that I finally finished today, or yesterday, considering it's almost 1 in the morning. I don't know really how I feel about the ending, though, which I'm not going to spoil, in case nobody's played it. But I don't really know how to feel about the ending. And of course I did the thing that probably a quarter of you would expect me to do, and yes, I named my main pawn after the character from Katawa. Ha ha. Well, probably none of you expected that. Probably none of you knew that I could have a main pawn. But yes, you can have a main pawn, which is basically your assistant through the entire game. You can customize them how you want. They'll act depending on how you play the game. You can make them whatever vocation you want, say for 3. You can give them whatever kind of equipment you want, as long as their vocation can equip it. You can change, like, more detailed stuff like how they talk, how they act, you know, however you want them to talk to fit your fetish. Yes, I just went there. But you really could do that. You could dress them and make them speak in a way that fits whatever weird, sick fetish you have. Because that's just how this game works. But yes, I beat the final boss of it, and then went into the post-game stuff, and forgot that there's a lot of changes in the overworld, I guess overworld, once you beat the final boss, and kind of neglected that and just went for the post-game dungeon, did the jobs there, and beat the story. And then started the New Game Plus, which I should enjoy. But we're going into this back street, Ote Gate at O Castle in Musashi. And we're making our way toward the final boss, actually, of Kisuke's story. Joe Shane, bitch, what you gonna do now? Not really much I can say about Dragon's Dogma. Like, I briefly considered doing some kind of series on it, but I don't exactly know how I do that, because I think you can only have one save at a time, and I don't want to scrap my original Arisen. But I think it's interesting. I mean, I could probably save it back and turn a flash drive or something once I figure out how to actually do it. Do a story, so as it seems to work. I might have something I can use for it though. If that helps, so I'm gonna make a backup of that. And that just works great. Oh, no report. Oh, whatever. Item. Or samurai. Peach. Oh, good. Good healing item. What's down here? Ah, another item room. What's back here? The spirit talon's good. Keep moving. Kinda expected that. I think I need to change up my item loadout. Yeah, I might want to do that. I'll probably do that between episodes. I think we'll end the episode after this. I don't die in this battle. Oh god, all my blades are broken. Oh, break blade. Oh, now we level. Good. This one I kind of needed that. And of course, you know, cool guys don't look at explosions. Leaves to me to walk into another battle, but I can just repeat this one. Ah, didn't block your chain that time. Yeah, we're not that close. I think I'll stop right here. So next time on Let's Play Muramasa the Demon Blade, we will continue through this side street of Musashi and probably get to the final boss. If not, fight the final boss. And then after that, I have no idea. So, I guess we'll just find out next time. So until then, I'm Reckoning, you the viewer, give me a like or favorite if you like this video, leave me a comment telling me whatever you guys want to tell me. And until next time, keep needlessly slashing the shit out of everything. And I will see you guys in the next one.